this starts off with week 4. I know last week I wasn't able to make a clip, so here we are this week. Last week I was on the road going to San Antonio visiting Uncle Wesley, so he's a good person. Also, I went and visited Kayla and Kathy and Mike and all of them. So it was a nice time. I know you're anxious to hear what picks I made for the NFL, but first, before we get started, let me let you know about this Deep Water movie that I saw just yesterday, okay? I'm not going to give you too many spoilers. It's just that I'd like to let y'all know that it's a actual theater movie to watch. It's got a nice bit of action in it. It's not a must-see in the theater, and it's not a must-see at home. It's a, gee, I have nothing to do, and I got money burning in my wallet, and I want to go see a movie. That's exactly what I did. And I went and seen the movie, and I wasn't unhappy with the movie. I was actually happy with the movie. For, it's mainly geared towards fixer-uppers, home mechanics, people who are, people who deal with technology or understand how things typically work. It's a movie that you would want to watch because it's a disaster movie for, things like that. And everybody knows, even the plumber knows, that pressure makes the pipes work. And if you got too much pressure, it's going to make the pipes burst. Even if you watch the previews, then it is what it is. The movie is a pretty decent movie. The actors are pretty decent actors, and it's supposed to be based off a real event. I missed all of the games on Sunday. I really sucked at my picks last week, and I'm like probably less than 50% last week. I guess I really wasn't paying attention to the game and whatnot. I was too busy, looking at other things. But this week, at least I got a chance to take a crack at the injury report. So I think I'm going to do a little bit better this week by using the injury report. I wasn't able to watch the games per se, but using that, I might get a couple of good picks in this week. I already made my picks at the beginning of the week saying that the Bengals is going to win. They, of course, won and beat. Who was it they were playing? The Nobodies. Yes, indeed. They won against the Nobodies. Anyways, the thing is, Miami Dolphins really didn't have a chance to win against the Bengals. Come on now. They suck really bad, so what do you expect? Moving on to the actual picks, though. The first game that I see is the Colts and the Jaguars. The Jaguars have two that are out. Okay, out of the game. When I say out, they're out of the game because either they're injured or something bad happened to them, okay? There's two on suspension, okay? They got in trouble or something happened where they need to stay out. And they've got 4 who are belly aching. They just pretended that something's wrong with them. Oh, my arm! And they limped off the stage, saying that they might play next week, and this is the week. Oh! So they got 4 of those guys out there, all right? The Colts got 4 out, 1 suspension, and 6 belly aching. 6 belly aching? Can you believe this? I don't really believe it. I think they're going to come out on the stage and they're going to win. I say the Colts are going to win this one, all right? Trust and believe. Even though it's the battle of the belly achers this week, at least that's how I see it, the Colts have got this one, even with the belly achers that they have. The Bills have 4 who are injured, 1 suspended, and they got 8 belly achers on their team. And that includes the quarterback. Wow. I'm not going for the Bills this time. I'm going to go for the Patriots. You know why? Because at least the Patriots, they can get it done with their 11 that are belly aching on the team because they only have 1 out and 1 on suspension. And you know who that is, Mr. Tom Brady. And they're doing pretty good without him. But they do have a lot of belly achers, but I think they're all feigning and, having that, oh, my finger's got a boo-boo on it or something. So they should be okay against the 8 that the other teams got. No, the Bills don't really got a chance. So it's, I'd say they're really prepping to get Tom Brady the ball, and they're going to want to try to see if they can keep it moving in their direction so they can intimidate a lot of people again this year. So therefore, I say the Patriots have got it. Now, when it comes to the Titans versus the Texans, I'm going to say the Texans got it. And that's because the Texans, they were playing really hard most of this whole season so far. They've been playing some pretty good teams. Now, right now, they may have 4 people out against the 2 people who are out on the Titans team. They both have 2 belly achers that are on their squad. So I'm still going to go for the Texans because they play a bit harder than the Titans. When it comes to the Lions versus the Bears, oh, come on. The Bears really suck. They need to pick up their game hardcore, something fierce. Now, when it comes to the belly aching, there's no better belly achers than the Bears. The Bears have already got, 7 belly achers on their squad. But, strangely enough, the Lions have got 8 belly achers fiending to be injured. Oh, he yelled in my ear. So, I should go with the Bears, but I can't because they actually got 5 people who are injured compared to the Lions' 3. Ooh, food's ready. Let me go get it. The food was not ready. The Panthers versus the Falcons. I'm going to choose the Panthers because they are a formidable team. Although the Falcons have surprised me a couple times in the past, I don't think they're going to be doing much against the Panthers. Carolina Panthers have something really good going on with them when in Cam Newton. He keeps the team moving, even without the running backs. And I know they sustained a bunch of injuries. They have 3 out, including the running back for the Panthers. But they still consider Cam Newton a running back. But they also got a couple people who can run the ball in their pocket. So I'd still go with the Carolina Panthers for that one. When it comes to the Seahawks versus the Jets, both of them had their quarterbacks sustain a couple injuries, but Russell Williams, he's trying to pull through and actually make this game. So we'll see if he actually gets up on the starting lineup to play. But I'm not going to count it for him. But I know the Jets, being that they also have a quarterback who's injured, plus 2 other folks who are injured, who sustained injuries. The thing is that the Jets, they got a bunch of belly achers on their team. So the Jets, they shouldn't win this one. They really shouldn't. But Russell Williams, they've been playing pretty hard teams in the Seahawks game. So I'm kind of on the line with this one. I'm wondering if I should flip a coin, but the Jets got a bunch of belly achers on their team, and I really shouldn't go with them. But they've been playing pretty tough and pretty hard the past couple of weeks, and I would say that they were a formidable team. Despite all of the belly aching and injuries that they've sustained, whether it be a paper cut in the office and the dude's crying, rolling over, saying that he don't want to practice, it's I don't know. They've been making their games and making their plays, so I have to go with the Jets only because they've proven their worth. Strangely, they have been proven that they're a formidable adversary. So I'll go for the Jets this time. Ravens versus the Raiders. I'm going to choose the Raiders for this week. The Raiders have been mediocre, and the Ravens as well. I really didn't have too much confidence for the Ravens, so therefore I'm going to go for the Raiders. The Raiders have disappointed me, and if they disappoint me again this week, then next week, I'm not going to let them have it again. Or they better be playing somebody, I got to look at the schedule. They got to be playing somebody who is super, super easy, like the Bears or the Browns, before I pick the daggone Raiders, if they mess up this time. So, both the Ravens and the Raiders have 3 out on injury, as well as they both have like suspensions, like maybe 1 or 2, and The belly aching is more on the Ravens side. Okay, I believe they have 7 belly achers on their team right now, as opposed to the 4 who are on the Raiders side who are belly aching and complaining. But when it comes to the Browns and the Redskins, I'm going to have to choose the Redskins on this one because even though both teams I consider to be a sucky team, the Redskins are a bit of a better sucky team than the Browns are. Both of the teams have sustained a lot of injuries. The Redskins have got like 6, and the Browns have got like 5 for injuries, people who are out of the game for this week. But when it comes to belly aching, the Redskins got 2 people belly aching opposed to the 3 that are on the Browns team. And plus, the Browns also sustained somebody who's got like 2 people who have like hard limps. Oh, eh. So their team is a little bit more shattered than the Redskins anyway. And plus, they weren't really doing good so far this season. They're going to have to bounce back sometime probably near mid-season or something when they start getting their wins and trying to play hard and at least get something so they're not like a total 0 team. But when it comes to the Cowboys versus the 49ers, and I know the Cowboys have been playing pretty hard this season, I want the 49ers to win this game to bring the daggone Cowboys down. So I'm going for the 49ers. Even though these guys right now, the 49ers, their team so far, they only got like 2 injuries on their team. The Cowboys, they have sustained more injuries, and they've got a whole bunch of belly achers on their team right about now. And I know even though Tony Romo is out of the game, we're not really going to count him, okay? The thing is that, yes, their Cowboys quarterback has been playing really tough and really hard and really getting his name out there. Right about now, he should be tired of all of the pressure, okay? He's going to start slipping up, and people are going to start reading him like he's the new quarterback because he is. So, sorry, Cowboys, not this week. You're going to lose. Moving on to the Saints versus the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers because they have less people injured, and plus they're playing harder than the Saints are. The Saints have been trying to do a bunch of flea flickers last week or something like that. I saw on one of the replay clips that the Saints were trying to do a bunch of pass back and flea flickers. No, that's going to get you to mess up really bad. You better be really desperate to start doing some kind of plays like that. I don't quite like that. Even though you might have a great quarterback, y'all shouldn't be doing stupid things like that. And if y'all got a mind to do that this early on in the game, then I don't think I should be joined at you guys' side. So the Chargers are going to win this one with 5 out on injury, 1 suspension, and 6 belly achers compared to the 7 belly achers that the Saints has. Chargers, go. Now, when it comes to the Chiefs and the Steelers, I'm going to have to go with the Steelers. No, wait, I said the Steelers. Oops. The Steelers is a hard team. It's tough. But I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs are a hard team, and I said that once before. Chiefs are good. I'll go with the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Put it up there. Put it as a marker. I'm going with the Chiefs right now. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a big, tough game. Either they're both going to. It might even be a daggone tie. Okay, overtime tie or something. I don't know. But these 2 teams are pretty tough, and it's on the line, on the wire. There's going to be defense against offense and offense against defense, and it's going to be a really big game. All right, I'd say this is the game to watch if you can. So either there's going to be high scores on both sides or low scores on both sides, and there's going to be a big old tug of war. But I think the Chiefs, if it ain't a tie game, the Chiefs are going to win this one because right now the Chiefs has only got 2 out and 3 belly achers on their team. But at the same time, the Steelers they have a couple of people out, including their linebackers and stuff like that. So that's going to kind of affect them as well. They got linebackers and defense out, but it's not a lot of folks. It's only a handful. All right. So I'm still going with the Chiefs. It's going to be a big game. I'm really going to watch it. But let's move on to the Giants versus the Vikings. Of course, I'm going to pick the Vikings. The Vikings are a formidable team. They're tough. They're hands down, dirt and nails tough. Okay, so The Giants, they should have a decent chance, but they're playing too soft so far this season. So I'm going to give it to the Vikings. Even though the Giants has about 4 people who are injured on their team, and they have 1 suspension, the Vikings only got 3 who are injured on their team. So Vikings, y'all got it. Y'all got more people, and y'all got the skill. The Broncos versus the Buccaneers. This is an easy pick. The label's on the back of my house. Of course, I'm going to say the Broncos are going to win it with 3 injuries as opposed to the 4 injuries that the Buccaneers may have. The Broncos, they've got the solid defense. The Broncos are going to get this one. Moving on to the last game. For the last game, we've got the Rams and the Cardinals. Of course, the Cardinals are going to beat the Rams because the Rams suck. They've been sucking for the last couple of years, so they're not going to win. The Rams right now have 5 belly achers on their team, plus they have 1 sustained injuries as opposed to Cardinals having about 3 out on their team. And that's probably their kicker, the punter. So somebody else can punt the ball. I'm pretty sure most of the players on the team are skilled at kicking stuff. So go kick rocks and Cardinals win. And this completes the show so far. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully I'll have a little bit something extra. I smell that food now.